Today's show is sponsored by the Super Conference Renegade Reporter Business Building Blueprints Recordings Package. Click the banner on the sidebar for more information. On this special Super Conference recap episode of Nobius Live TV, a look at the GKIC staff cam from behind the scenes of the Super Conference, an interview with business mogul Kathy Ireland, and Bill Glazer answers a question from an attendee at the event. Hey everyone, and welcome to Nobius Live TV, which we're actually filming in my home. And I'm your host for today, Mara Glazer. We're a few days back from our 2011 Super Conference, and it was a great event. Attendees got to meet our new additional staff here at Glazer-Kennedy. The Extreme Entrepreneurship Tour got the young entrepreneurs in attendance pretty excited, and the speakers really delivered. In fact, we pulled some exclusive footage from the GKIC staff cam to give you an exclusive scoop, so let's roll that clip. I also had the chance to sit down and speak with our celebrity entrepreneur, Kathy Ireland. Kathy went from being a swimsuit model to developing a $1.4 billion business empire. So we got a little interview with Kathy, and I want to share that with you today. So let's roll that clip of me interviewing Kathy Ireland. Hi, this is Mara Glazer from Glazer-Kennedy Insider Circle. I'm here with the beautiful Kathy Ireland, who just spoke on stage. Kathy went from being a supermodel to business mogul and now has businesses that generate over $1.4 billion every year. So thank you for joining me. So I want to ask you, first of all, what did you get out of the conference, being here at Super Conference? What was the thing that you loved most about being here?
Oh, Mara, thank you. It's been such an incredible experience to be at the Glazer-Kennedy Super Conference. I just wish that when we were starting our business back in '93, that I had the opportunity to attend a conference like this. There's so much to learn. People from all over the country, from many different parts of the globe are here today, and there's information on finance, on starting a business, on what do you do when you're blocked, on connecting with people, social messaging, how do we move our businesses forward in this economy with so many societal changes, in this global economy in which we're living, how do we do this? And the tools are just priceless. So I'm inspired. Spending the day with so many great entrepreneurs, leaders, visionaries. It's truly exciting, and just so much to learn. My experience were fantastic, and I recommend this to others.
Thank you, and we definitely enjoyed having you here as well. So how did you get started down the entrepreneurial path that you're on today?
As far back as I can remember, I've been an entrepreneur. I spoke about in the conference my first job, 4 years old, selling painted rocks for my wagon. Always worked. And I've worked for other people, and I've worked for myself, and I found that with my personality, I enjoy being self-employed and working with a team, but I enjoy the freedom that gives. And there's no limits. You can just be creative. You can just pour yourself into the work, and no limits at all. And I love that. That inspires me.
Great. So what advice would you give to everybody watching this who's looking to start their own business?
I would say, first of all, think about who you're going to be serving and why. What do you want to accomplish? What are your hopes for this? When people are working strictly for money, I find personally it usually doesn't work. I think people don't have a lot of joy, and if that is the end goal, oftentimes ethics come into question too if you're so focused on that rather than doing it right. And I really believe if you do the work right and you do have good ethics, the money will come. There's nothing wrong with money. It's not a good thing. It's not an evil thing. It's just a thing. That's what it is. It's really about where your heart is. So I would really encourage people to just ask themselves some questions. What do you want to accomplish and why? Who do you want to be of service to? Think about a mission for your business and a vision, maybe a mission statement, and focus on that and be true. Don't compromise who you are and what you want to do. Make sure that what you're doing, you have a passion for it. I've tried and failed at so many businesses before starting our brand in '93 with a pair of socks. So have a passion for it so that when the tough times come, because they will come, I don't know anyone who hasn't experienced them, but hang in there, the cream rises, and persevere. And if you have a passion for what you're doing, you're more able to withstand the difficult times.
Thank you. So what is the most challenging part of being a business owner for you?
That it feels like there's not enough hours in the day. There is always something to be done. It makes it exciting, too, because you don't stagnate. You can always learn and grow, improve, and I love that. Our mission began with finding solutions for families, especially busy moms. It's expanded to finding solutions for people in love and finding solutions for people in business. And with a mission like that, we will always need to work to fulfill those needs out there, to find solutions. So it's exciting. It keeps it interesting. It keeps us on our toes. We've got to innovate. We can never sit back on yesterday's successes. If my name means anything today, it's not because my name is on a product, but it's because we've worked very hard to earn the trust of our customer. We've got to work even harder to maintain it. And it's difficult and it's exciting at the same time.
My last question for you today are what kind of personal rewards do you get out of being a business owner?
I love being a business owner in that people call me a control freak, but I feel passionately about what we do, and I want it to be done right. I want it to be done well. I want to make sure people are treated right. And being able to have that control, to go to the factories, to meet with the people, to talk with everyone. My old job description when I worked as a model was shut up and pose. And I reject that now. I like to be able to dig deeply and find out the answers to the questions I have. How can we make this better? How can we improve? What does our timetable look like? Being able to run our business, it enables me some flexibility. The hours are difficult. It's kind of never ending. But at the same time, it gives me flexibility to not have to miss our kids' birthdays, special events, things that are important. We're able to work the business around the family. And that's how I think it needs to be. I think the business needs to serve the family rather than the family serve the business. And the work that we're able to do for nonprofits around the world, that's what truly inspires our team. That's what gets us out of bed in the morning. We, especially as I've gotten older, just been so alert to needs that are so much bigger than me. And to be able to make a dent in some of those areas, to meet people who can join with us and help accomplish those goals, that's exciting.
Well, I want to thank you for joining us and being part of this great day. I really appreciate it. And now back to the show. Today's show is sponsored by the Super Conference Renegade Reporter Business Building Blueprints Recordings Package, and they just went live, meaning they are available now. These are the step-by-step blueprints that the most successful marketers, including Bill Glazer, Dan Kennedy, and Russell Brunson, have personally used and developed to build their businesses into highly robust companies. Get the plans that will help you build your company into a recession-proof income-generating machine. Click the banner on the sidebar for more information. But warning, you must act quick because when 147 of these copies are sold, they are gone for good. At the event, one lucky attendee had the chance to ask any question to be answered by one of our speakers. Let's see who that lucky attendee was and what they asked.
Hi Bill, I'm Simon Aronowitz from London, England, and I've been coming to Glazer-Kennedy events since November 2009, which was my first Info Summit, and I have been seriously struggling to implement, and I've been making myself miserable. In fact, I've been so frustrated here at the 2011 Super Conference. I have barely been able to sit down in the events because I've been trying to figure out how to move forward with my business. And one of the things that I really want to do is put together the definitive info product on testimonials, including the history of where they came from, with an awesome swipe file of the historical examples of them, along with how people are using them now in all the different examples, and to show people how to use them, how to get them, how to leverage them so that they keep paying for themselves. And I want to know, and this is my question to you, in terms of putting that info product together, what is the smartest way to get attention of other contributors, the very best marketing minds that are around, to contribute towards this, which I want to help them make money out of this product too. So how do I get their attention? And the other question is, how do I put it together really quickly so that by the November Info Summit 2011, I have already got this sold and I have a successful business behind me? That's my question, Bill.
Now let's hear the answer from GKIC co-founder Bill Glazer.
Well, hey there, Simon. It was good to see you at the 2011 Super Conference, and you were smart in being there because you were hanging out with 1,200 very, very bright people. Now let's get to your specific question, which is how to get the attention of people so that they can actually help you to put together this product that you want to put together. And it really comes down to the whole question of affiliate marketing is how do you get affiliates to help you to give you content for your products and services, as well as to also sell your products and services for you. And we did a whole seminar on that earlier this year. It was called the Super Affiliate Secrets seminar that we held in Orlando, Florida. And if I had to tell you the number one thing where most people get this wrong is they always go to people and they offer them money. Now, money has to be part of this, so how much money they'll make by promoting this or contributing to this certainly is a big factor of that, but that's not number one. The number one thing that really gets people to want to promote your products, to want to help contribute your products, is relationship. Relationship is developing relationships with people, and you have to earn relationship. And in earning relationship with people, you don't want to go after them and say to them, this is what I need you to do to help me to put together my product. This is what I need you to do to help me sell my product. The way to form relationships with people is to go to them and say to them, what can I do to help you? Because people want to help people that help them. There's this whole big notion in marketing which is called reciprocity. So the way to get people to want to help you contribute for your product and also that want to promote your product is first developing a relationship, and the right door to walk into is the door where you first start helping them before you ask them to help you. Now, there was a second part to this question that I heard. You didn't really ask it, but there was a second pain part that I wanted to address, which is your whole implementation issue. With implementation, here's what I do, and it's my two things that I do. Hopefully this will help you. Number one is I set specific deadlines on every step of the implementation. So you got to map out the whole product or the whole project, and you have to put deadlines next to each step of them. And number two is you want to outsource as much as you possibly can in the implementation process, because if you're just the one guy and you're trying to do it all, you're going to have slow implementation. So you got to figure out what you can outsource and what you got to keep yourself. So date deadlines and outsource as much as you can will get your stuff done a whole lot quicker. I hope that helps you. You got a nice task on your plate there, and at the November Info Summit, I want to see your product, and I want you to show me you got it done. Thanks.
Thank you all for tuning in to this week's show. I hope you enjoyed our look back at the Super Conference. I'm Mara Glazer. I'll see you later, and stick around for a preview of next week's show.
On today's episode of No BS Live TV, we've got a 4-step process for split testing your sales copy. Some of my favorite copywriting books, and these are ones, 2 of them, you'll be surprised when you see what they are, and a question from a Glazer-Kennedy Gold member.